Hi guys, if this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Please do subscribe, share, like and comment. Today's video is going to be about my birth story. I was thinking if I should do my makeup while I tell you guys this story, or I should just do my makeup and come back to tell you guys my birth story. If I'm doing both at the same time, I would not be able to concentrate, and I have a newborn. I'm working with time. Even though my mom is around, I still need to be time conscious. So I think I'll just do my makeup and I'll be right back, okay? Hi guys, so welcome back. I hope you have your popcorn and your drinks ready. A few days before I gave birth, I went over to my parents' place to stay because I knew that was where I was going to give birth. So on that particular morning, early hours of the morning, my mom came to the room to pray for me. I can't remember what time exactly because I didn't check. She prayed for me and she left. So by 5 a.m., I remember this vividly. By 5 a.m., I started having this like sharp pains around my tummy area. It was consistent, but I didn't think it was anything. I even thought I was purging. You know, like sometimes now your tummy will just be rumbling before you finally use the toilet. And a day before, I ate vegetables. So I was like, oh, is it vegetable? I finally went to toilet. I think I went to toilet like twice that morning. I was like, oh, nothing serious. It's just what I ate. Then by 7 in the morning, my mom came to the room. She was like, oh, how am I feeling? Then I told her that I have been having this sharp pain since 5 and I haven't been able to go back to sleep. She was like, okay, that I should dress up and let's go for a walk. We took a good 30 minutes walk, and in between the walk I was still having the pains, but it wasn't anything serious. I think I would rate the pain a mild 1. I mean, if I can take a good 30 minutes walk in between the pain, so you should know the level of it. And I couldn't call it contractions because I didn't know what it was, even though I knew like I had gone past my due date and people have false labor, you get. So I was just taking it as it comes and waiting for it to intensify before I raise any alarm or before I let my husband know what was happening. So we got back home. By 9, my mom dressed up and left for work. My dad asked me what we're going to have for breakfast. I told him that I wanted to eat akara and bread, so he went to get the akara while I was making pap. In between that, I was still having the pain. Let me just call it contractions because it was what it was as a then. So I was still having these contractions, but it was mild. Whenever it comes, I will just say my affirmations. I am strong, I am healthy, my body was made for this, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Just hold myself and it will ease off. I tried timing it, it wasn't consistent, so I didn't know if I should call it contractions. So my mom kept asking while she was away, like, oh, how am I feeling? I was like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm good. So like, anything yet? I was like, no, nothing. Then she asked if she should come back home. I was like, come back home for what? Like, I'm okay, like nothing is happening. If the pain gets serious, I would definitely let you know. She was like, okay, no problem. Then 11 in the morning, yes, my dad was about to leave. He was like, oh, that should he leave, that he doesn't want to leave just me at home. I was like, nothing is happening, that you can go. He was like, Ada, what if something happened? I was like, I was like, nothing is happening, that I'm good. Then before we even finished talking, my mom already came. I was like, why are you coming back? I mean, you left the house by 9. This is already 11. So what's the point of going out? You might as well have just stayed at home. So like, she just wanted to come back. But I mean, mother's instincts. Then she told me to bring my hospital bag. She checked it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I made videos here and there, but in my head, nothing was like, I didn't think it was going to be what it was. Like, I didn't think I was in labor. I didn't think I was having contractions. I just thought I was feeling like off and on pain, and it could have been false labor. After my mom checked my hospital bag, I told her that, okay, like, we should go to the hospital. Let them just check and see if anything at all is happening, if I'm dilating. Like, I just want to know. She was like, okay, no problem. But first, we should go to where I usually get my massage done. You know, I told you guys that I've been at my parents' place for a while. So there's this lady, this elderly lady that usually gives me massage. She just helps to massage my tummy area, just to like put baby's head in proper position. So she was like, okay, we should go there first, let her give me one more massage before we go to the hospital. I was like, okay, like sure, that's fine. We went to my pastor's place for her to pray for us before going, and we're supposed to use her car to go. That's my pastor's car, but there was no fuel in the car, and my mom was like, how are we going to go? That she does not want the one that will be going on the road. And I'll start being dramatic. I was like, there's no problem, that Shebi would enter keke at a point. So we trekked a distance. In between that, I was still having contractions, in quotes. So whenever the pain comes, she would tell me to just hold her hand, like I should squeeze it very tight. So whenever the pain came, I would just hold her hand very tight, and it would just ease off. So like that till we got to where we were going to. So when we got there, the woman was not around. It was her son that was around. My mom explained to him what was happening, and he said he checks, like he also checks. I'm like, you check who? Check what? What do you check? I don't understand. According to his physique, he should be in his 30s, maybe early 30s or late 20s, if I'm not mistaken. So I was just looking at him like, you want to check me? You mean me? Please, I'd rather wait for your mom. But my mom was not even having any of that. She was like, lie down there, let him check you. I was like, okay, no problem. So I laid down and he checked me. He was like, I'm 8 centimeters dilated. Yeah, I looked at my mom. I looked at him. I'm like, 8 centimeters? I don't understand. What do you mean 8 centimeters? Like, I've been waiting for this pain to intensify, and you're telling me I'm 8 centimeters dilated. He was like, yes, that my mom should go and bring my box, that I can't even leave that place, that if I try to walk out of there, I would probably give birth on the road. So my mom should just hurry up. Before I knew it, they gave me a wrapper, they tied my hair, he told me to lay down. No, he told me to start walking, like I should take walks while he went to get drip. I think they call it pitocin or hot drip here. That's what they call it, pitocin, to like hasten things. Like my brain was not even processing. I'm like, I came here to get checked. So what do you guys mean I'm going to deliver very soon? I couldn't even text anybody. I couldn't even text my husband because my mom was with my phone. I'm even glad she held the phone because I don't know. Like he put the drip in me, like tried to get me ready. While he was trying to get me ready, his mom came. This was by like past 1 already. Yes, his mom came, and before you know it, by 1:45 my baby was out. This thing happened so fast, like before I could even think, before my brain could even process anything, my baby was out. I think I was in labor for roughly 9 hours if you calculate it from 5 a.m. to 1:45 approximately. Yeah, so that should be like 9 or 10 hours. The labor itself, Jesus. You know how they say you forget the pain when your baby comes out? Yes, you forget the pain, but I don't think I can ever forget that pain in my life. What? I have... Me, I don't like pain. So I've been telling God, like I actually told God how I wanted my birth to go, and he did exactly that. Like I didn't feel contraction pain. Like I said, it was mild, it was bearable. Labor pain, let's not lie, you can't dodge that one. we know if you've gone through labor, you know, you and I know that you cannot dodge that one. But I mean, God will not give you what is bigger than you, of course. Hey, that pain was something else. I didn't use an epidural. I knew I was not going to use an epidural for sure. No gas and air. I didn't have any tear. I am just so grateful to God that everything went well. Like immediately she came out, the placenta just followed. Like everything just came out. God. And I felt so relieved. It was as if they poured cold water on my body. I also forgot to add that he manually broke my waters during labor. Yes, so my waters didn't break on its own. Even the mucus plug, I was having like bits of it few days before, but it was just off and on. So that's why I didn't even think I was in labor, because according to the stories that I read, the stories that I watch, and stories that I hear, because I watch a lot of birth stories, I look forward to my own labor and delivery. Yes, I watch a lot of birth stories, so I sort of was preparing my mind to expect something, especially the contraction. Like, you know how people say like contraction is so painful, like at a point you would need somebody to massage your waist because of how painful it is. Like, that was what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the pain to intensify, that I would be screaming, but it never got to that point. Imagine me bearing pain and I didn't even know I was up to 8 centimeters dilated. Like, everything was just Nigeria. Everything was just progressing like super duper fast. For the dilation checks, I wouldn't say it was painful. I would say it is uncom. Can you people just behave yourself? For the dilation checks, I wouldn't say. God, hey, I wonder. Nigeria. For the dilation checks, I wouldn't say it is painful. In my opinion, I would say it is uncomfortable. I mean, somebody's hands going in and out of your is not sweet at all. It's actually not sweet, but it is. Let me not say it is not painful, because I mean, pain differs. It was just uncomfortable for me. My healing too was also like very fast. I think in less than a week, I was already feeling better, because I didn't have any tears. I'm just glad for my mom. Like, that woman held my hand. She's the definition of a strong woman. Yeah, if not for her, I don't even know how I would have done it. She kept telling me that, oh, I'm strong, I'm this one, that one. I'm like, I don't think I have as much strength as you do, because it's from you I draw strength. Seeing all the things you do, how you handle things. I would have brought my daughter, but she's sleeping at the moment and I do not want to wake her up. We had a tough battle last night. She didn't even sleep from 1 a.m. till 9 a.m. She has been awake, so please let her just enjoy her beauty sleep. I can't even disturb her right now. It doesn't always have to be negative. You don't always have to believe whatever people say, what the internet says. I mean, people's experiences are different. Another person's experience is definitely not going to be your own experience. I believe in manifestation so much, because I manifested what I wanted, and that was what it was. I told God exactly. I told him I didn't want to feel any contraction pain, and yes, he did that. I told him I wanted like the smoothest the smoothest labor and delivery. I told him I wanted my recovery to be swift, because you could have a good birthing experience and your recovery would be horrible. Or you hear stories that, oh, after they gave birth, this one happened, the other one happened, or they were unconscious, like different things. I told him that I wanted my recovery to be good, and he just granted every single thing. Thank you, Jesus. My positive birth and delivery story as a first-time mom. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed my little story time. See you guys in my next video. Bye.